watching KXAN Austin News at 10.
Thanks so much for choosing KXAN tonight. I'm Leslie Rohde. Robert Hadlock is off this evening. A blast of Arctic air is arriving in central Texas, and we could see the coldest temperatures in years this week. They'll be here by the time you wake up in the morning. Doug Shoup is live covering the preparations for this winter blast tonight. But first, let's check in with Jim Spencer in the First Warning Weather Center. Jim, how cold is it going to get around here?
Well, Leslie, by tomorrow night at this time, we could be seeing some wind chill factors here in central Texas down around or below zero. This is a massive storm, one that stretches across the country or is going to impact an area across the country as long as 2,000 miles. Many locations along the track of that storm getting up to 12 inches of snow, and many other places much, much more than that. In addition, there is going to be an area about 1,500 miles long that get at least a quarter-inch of ice. It is going to impact up to 100 million people in the country. Historic in some locations. Blizzards from Chicago to Kansas City and all the way down to Oklahoma City. Now, we will first begin to notice the impacts of this storm overnight as a line of thunderstorms that is developing right now in northwest Texas begins to slowly work its way down our way. Even a slight risk for a few severe thunderstorms. But those pink areas there on the map, those aren't severe thunderstorm watches. Those are winter storm warnings, and they include San Saba County in our viewing area, where 1 to 4 inches of snow and sleet could pile up by about midday tomorrow. Could even see some potential freezing precipitation in other parts of our central Texas area. We're going to talk more about that in just a minute, but the time to prepare is right now while the temperatures are still mild. Our Doug Shoup is live at Auditorium Shores. Doug, how do people prepare for such a big swing in the temperatures?
Well, Jim, some people spent the last hours before this cold blast arrives enjoying what seemed like fall or even spring weather, while others were carefully monitoring the weather forecast and preparing for what is definitely still winter weather ahead.
Hard work? Days off.
Monday was a picture-perfect night on Auditorium Shores and the perfect temperature for rigorous training that Ryan Nail offers in his Core Fit course.
This is the best, but it's the calm right before the storm. Go, Brooke, go, Jenny. Nice, we're back there, right here.
Hundreds of runners like Jeremy Smith took advantage of the unseasonably warm weather because they knew it was about to change.
I've lived in Texas my whole life, and it's always been like hot one day, cold the next day.
Juan Garcia and Samantha Medina hit the trail too Monday, knowing it's their last chance to run comfortably for several days.
Stay warm inside. Can't run in the cold.
I'll be inside keeping warm, or just stay inside the gym.
At Work Clothes and More in South Austin, there was a steady stream of customers Monday. Hats, jackets, gloves, even coveralls were popular purchases.
Pockets here, got pockets inside.
Work Clothes and More owner James Gatewood says this cold blast has many preparing ahead of time rather than procrastinating.
The expected weather is just going to be brutal as far as we can tell. Brutal for us Texans.
But with the knowledge of the ever-changing weather in the Lone Star State, we'll tough it out, like the participants of Core Fit.
This is amazing. I mean, there's not a better sunset than that right here. You know, this is what Texas is about.
Now, during the cold nights and days ahead, you are reminded to check on family members and neighbors, especially elderly people. Keep pets inside, or at least have a dog house outside for them with a door that does not face the wind. And of course, bring in sensitive plants or cover them up. For more cold weather tips, log on to our website at KXAN.com. Reporting live at Auditorium Shores tonight, Doug Shoup, KXAN Austin News.